Alright, so after you do your value scale, your next step is to draw out the popcorn in your box, the 9 by 9 inch box. So again, you're thinking about composition, you're filling up the space, you're not drawing little tiny pieces of popcorn on your final paper. They're going to fill up most of the space on this box. And we're not going to go and start with the black charcoal, we're going to start with the white charcoal. We're actually going to draw with the white charcoal. Right now I'm looking at this popcorn that I'm going to place in the corner of my square. So I'm basically cropping this picture, having this cropped out a little bit as well, by putting it at the corner of my box. So I'm going to draw with my white charcoal the shape of this popcorn in the top left corner of my box. So it does come out a little bit. I'm looking at the shape of the popcorn, and then the top comes up like this and comes down, and then the popcorn extends over here, goes up, and then part of this I'm just going to leave cropped out, so I'm not even going to draw that. So after I have my outline of the shape of this popcorn, I'm then going to go in and mark off where the highlights are. Since I'm using the white charcoal, I'm thinking about the highlights of the popcorn. So this area right here on the popcorn is really light. So I'd say it's about halfway through from the edge of the popcorn here to the edge of this circle. So from the edge of this circle to the edge of this, about halfway through is really light, and I'm drawing this shape. It goes up a little bit and then down and then up. So I'm just basically marking the edges of my highlights. Then if I go up here, this whole section's light. This is going to be dark on this side of the popcorn, and then it comes up, goes down, and back up. This section's the highlight on this piece of the popcorn. So again, I'm just marking off where I see all the highlights in my popcorn. I see another highlighted area right about here, and this will be in shadow. So that's all I'm doing for now. I'm going to draw the outline for this popcorn. So this is touching this one. So I'm going to draw the round shape of the popcorn down here. It isn't perfectly round. If you look down here, it does come out a little bit and makes these little lumps at the end. I'm coming up here. Then I'm drawing this edge, so where it's really light and then really dark. I'm going to draw a line there to separate them. Up, down, and then in. Then I'm going to draw the outline of this piece of the popcorn. And now I'm drawing this section of the popcorn. Goes up, comes down, and it just about touches the other piece of popcorn, but it is not going in front of this guy. So now again, I'm going to draw the edges of where the highlights and the shades are. So right here, I'm going to draw that line. This whole section is going to be light. There is a highlighted area in here, so I'm drawing that shape. And up at the top of this popcorn is going to be the highlighted area. And I'm going to mark where the rest of this circular popcorn, piece of the popcorn is going to be light as well. And then there's a piece up here that the light hits. So basically, a lot of the stuff, this seems like the light source is coming over here on the the left, and a lot of the stuff on the left side of each piece of popcorn is going to be lighter. but since there's so many raised areas on the popcorn, you're going to have bits and pieces that are lighter and darker, if that makes sense. So once you do that, then I'm going to draw my other two popcorn pieces. If you do choose to use pencil first, make sure you draw really lightly so you can erase it later. But all I want you to do is draw the outlines of the popcorn in white charcoal. Then later on, we're going to fill in the highlighted areas with the white charcoal, and then lastly we do the shadows with the black charcoal. Okay? Thank you.